Back. We're going to pick up right where we left off. I believe. Yep, breaking the bank. Oh boy, that should be interesting. Anyway, we're going to pick up right where we left off. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I've got like close to over 300 videos on my channel, and I've only got like 30 comments. It'd be nice if that's like less than 10%. Anyway, let's get this one on the show. This show on the road. Here we go. Hopefully Sam has
our
the
daring
smarts
voyage of the oceans of space brings us here.
to keep his mouth shut.
Time to cycle the airlock and move.
Here it goes. This one should be interesting. I don't recommend doing this unless you're at least Starborn 1, level 1. All right. Starborn level 1. You'll see why as we go through it, but
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out.
I'm just following Delgado's orders.
Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. Just another one of Delgado's loyal little soldiers, huh? Fine, have it your way. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal?
Neva asked me to steal the Earth Savior Award.
Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place.
Without her, you're also never getting back into the fleet.
She told you to hold that over my head, did she? Oh, that witch. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So why are you targeting a GALBank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest?
I don't trust you enough to share sensitive information yet.
Playing it safe for now. Okay. I can respect that. But let's make one thing clear. If I'm gonna stick my neck out by helping you get near Dombrowski, I want something in return.
I don't see a way around a little quid pro quo.
You obviously have something specific in mind.
Well, well. It appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that.
Crimson Fleet. Yeah, you're in no position to make demands right now. Just do as you're told.
Fine. You want to play it that way, and suit yourself. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Tehran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Looks like we got a party to crash. And I left my tux and tails in my other ship.
I didn't bring a dinner jacket.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets.
As long as there's free booze.
Now you're speaking my language. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck.
Okay, can you help me with the Earth Savior Award?
As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan?
I've just gotten started.
Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms.
Okay.
Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
Okay, we have two things to follow, right? Because we chose the optional to do the option. We should have just ignored it. Now we need to see which one's which. So that's the one we want, but the one that's 50.
These newer vessels more or less run autonomously, which doesn't leave much for the crew to do around here.
And while you're at it, do not pick up anything.
Captain Rokov
even
said
food.
you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch anything, please.
Not even the food. It's not free. See? So time to rub noses with the elite. Whoa.
Have
A
you
glass
tried the
floor.
cannabis? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Hello. Are you a member? Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the Society, eh?
So we asked first about
The Society is such a worthy cause. What could be more important than the preservation of the Earth's spirit?
and then we asked about
Larry has an A-level executive rating over at GALBank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts at the touch of a button. Enjoy the rest of the event.
An open bar would have been nice. But Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
So, what brings you aboard?
Let's talk
Yeah,
to this guy.
can we do... Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe we'll talk another time.
Here for business or pleasure? That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? I'm a silver member of the society, but only 100,000 more credits and I hit the gold tier. Let's put it this way. He screwed over so many people. If he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him.
Wow,
That's all then? Okay.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard the Starliner.
The Society chair has really outdone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. It's a shame that the Earth ended in such a sorry state, but I'm glad the Society has the nerve to do something about it. I heard he uses GALBank's VIP suite on the Siren of the Stars almost monthly. Does the man ever do any real work? Nice to have met you.
Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Ugh. Positively horrid.
Hello, are you a member of the Society? That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard the Star. Donations to the Society can be debited from my bank account on a monthly basis. I barely have to lift a finger to help. Well, apparently the award is so valuable, there's only one in existence. It gets passed to a new winner every year.
I guess this is the last year it gets passed.
His behavior towards women is abominable. That man really ought to be ashamed of himself.
So
That was boring.
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
Here for business? Pleasure.
Who's asking?
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the Society, eh?
The Society chair has really outdone
So
herself
what brings you
this
aboard?
time.
Is this about that feature SSNN ran a few years ago? I can assure you, this is a legitimate charity organization. All I know is that the award is given to whomever contributed the most to the preservation of Earth as a historic landmark. I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth.
Okay, we're batting 1,000 here.
Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Mind moving along? I'm trying to enjoy the celebration.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it.
There we go.
That's all then? Okay.
Now let's go find Claudia. Let's do a quick save just in case I screw up.
An open bar would have been nice. But Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
That's not Claudia. That's Sheila.
Is
let's
this
indulge.
important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense. Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the awards.
I heard you're in charge of the Earth
Yes,
Savior
I
Award.
am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask?
What do you mean by the transfer of the award?
Well, the Earth Savior Award is one of a kind. The blue diamonds alone are irreplaceable. Since we can't produce a new award every year, it's instead passed from one recipient to the next. I supervise the transfer and make certain that there's ample security during transport and at the destination.
You must be nervous keeping something so valuable in your cabin.
In my cabin? Oh, please. Why would I do something so foolish? I'll have you know that the award is locked inside the master safe, located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
What a rude woman. Okay. Now let's see what that one is. Are we going to steal it? Both are pointing in the same direction, so...
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation...
Who was talking to you? Okay. Now we have two. Which one's which? Let's follow this one.
You gotta admit, this is something else. So much obvious extravagance you could choke on it.
This must be the purser's office.
Please let
They're not taking any chances with the passengers' goodies. Not that I blame them.
Hey, Sam.
Welcome to the purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today?
What exactly does the chief purser do on the Starliner?
An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks. Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe.
Let's see what she says. I should save it before I do that. Well, I did save it, didn't I? I think I did.
I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
Okay. No, I'm fine, thanks.
Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip. Don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise.
Okay. So, I believe I can pick her pocket. Let's go do the other thing first, because both things are in the ballroom. Oh, you poor thing.
Sorry, do I know you?
You don't need to know me, but I need some information. There's no harm in a friendly little chat between two people. Yeah, you're in a hell of a lot of trouble. Let's go with this. You don't know me, but I need some information.
Look, I think you're definitely confused here. I really don't have time to have a discussion with you. My partner's waiting for me. He's a very important man.
I know all about your affair with Dombrowski.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me? How did you... That idiot. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy? If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that? Are you kidding? The fact that we're even speaking tells me I'm already dead in the water. What the hell? Dombrowski has us mixed up with the Crimson Fleet? Maybe. I don't know.
Did I just waste my,
That's true. You have come this far already. All right, you've made your point. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme where thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
You know, if I had a credit for every time I heard a criminal say I had the perfect scheme all worked out, I'd be a damn millionaire.
Yeah, well, it was perfect. Foolproof. Until I trusted that asshole. I didn't know who the hell you were. For all I knew, you were working for Dombrowski. It's called playing it cool. You should try it sometime.
how many credits are we talking about?
I'm not gonna tell you. Let's just say that I'd be sent to prison for a long time if GALBank figured it out.
Tell me about the scheme.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming GALBank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them.
If you want revenge, give me proof I can use against him.
I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Okay, speak to Gabriel Vera and acquire the ID card. Let's acquire the ID card.
Hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Let's acquire the ID card first. And then... She wasn't in the ballroom though, was she? Or maybe she was. I don't know where she went, so let's see. Remember what I told you about the Starborn, right?
I've done this particular cruise run several times, and I can assure you...
Okay, first of all, let's... Let's change this. We're not going to need the supernova. So, why?
The route is quite safe.
Save it before I hard save.
I ain't never getting used to that.
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman.
Isn't it risky to hold
Not
our
at
work?
all. I was assured that this particular ship was outfitted with the absolute latest and cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident Luxury Lines will keep all of us safe.
I mean, it might...
Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all. Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that? And why in goodness name would I possibly agree to that ridiculous demand? You're just annoying enough that this might work. I'm trying to be reasonable here. I hear you. I'm still willing to talk. Oh, just take the damn thing already. Listen, maybe you can keep this between us. If the award goes missing, there's no need for the insurance company to get involved.
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively
Okay.
horrid.
I have a room key. I don't know what I needed it for, because obviously new items too. I've got the claim card and I've got her cabin key. I'm getting really good at pickpocketing. Now let's go.
Here for business or pleasure?
Let's go talk to the security guy.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
You
Okay.
look a bit lost in these surroundings.
Hard save again. We'll just save it over the same one.
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
Am I still invisible? Yes, I am.
Hello. You here for the charity event? Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that attending these types of events tends to absolve one of their sins and cleanse their soul. But something tells me you're not really here to discuss the event. What did you really want to talk about? Dombrowski, he's the exec holding court over in the VIP area of the ballroom. Yeah, sorry, I work for UC Security, not GALBank. I don't really know him personally.
You're a liar. Claudia says you have information about Larry Dombrowski.
Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
See, why is there
Really well done. You almost sounded believable. Almost.
No.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
Okay, return to...
Hello? Are you a member of the society?
Oh, this is interesting. Really? Quite interesting indeed. Very interesting indeed. But not where I want to go. Let's get the hell out of Dodge. We got two things to do. We'll grab the... Well, actually, we should grab that award now.
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a...
Let's go grab the award first. Is this how we get to the award? I don't think so. Why is it that it's not showing me what I want to see? No direct path because I'm off on a wild goose chase. I'm too far up, maybe? It's down below, down one floor. Or maybe I'm just in the wrong place. These are the suites. So I'm in the wrong place. Go back down the stairs. Yeah, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way.
Glad to have you aboard.
The door's going to stay open. That's too bad. I can't close. Can I close it? There's no way to close it. Oh well. So we got the award. That's done. Now we need to go...
Any complaints about your cruise should be directed to one of the staff.
Talk to the captain. He's...
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested. Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. But it's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows.
A shipwide emergency might do the trick.
Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Just pointing out that life support supports life, like you and me. This is great.
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help. There's access to the crew section that you can reach through the Starfield ballroom. Chief Sundin should be there, wasting time at his station as usual. Have fun with that guy. He's a real piece of work. Once you're past Sundin, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside. You seriously need to ask. Okay, I'll give you 2 reasons. First, GALBank protects their own. Kill Dombrowski, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something Delgado wants, I suspect. And second, you offer GALBank employee in every single GALBank facility in the settled systems will triple their security. I'm gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans are regarding GALBank, now will it? On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC security. Lots of clout with Mast. Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cred stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet. Go do something useful, okay?
How do I get there? Why are you telling me there's no path? Oh, there's a path right there. And Sam, if you want me to bring you with me on these things, you gotta stop disliking everything.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events.
Engineering deck. Downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs.
At least this looks like a ship.
Hold up.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if they had maids do the rounds here.
Wait a second. You're Captain Rocco's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you? Oh, sorry, that area is off limits. No exceptions. Hey, if your heart's set on it, who am I to stop you from staring at a bunch of life support machinery? Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away? Yeah, a little. A few of the techs call this deck the dungeon. I think you can see why. Not exactly Starliner-class comfort down here. Don't get me wrong. The quiet gives me time to gather my thoughts, catch up on work, and all that, but I'd rather work on the bridge. Remember not to touch anything, please.
So take a hike, buddy.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Gotta move fast. It won't be long before they figure it out.
Oh, no more music? I was hoping to show 'em my dance moves.
The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please remain calm and proceed to your cabin.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction or a drill.
Make sure that I'm headed in the right place for the right reason. Yep, there we are.
Yeah, wow.
I was wondering if you were the
People
cause
saw
of the
how big these
ship-wide
people have us.
emergency.
It'd be a revolution.
It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here.
Has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
So which one do I choose? The Crimson Fleet or the UC Stuff? Let's go with Crimson Fleet.
I always took him for a fool, but I can't believe he's stupid enough to have gotten mixed up with the Crimson Fleet. Still, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over any evidence? Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't want to end up on the Crimson Fleet shit list. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I'll end up in jail. This is a lose-lose situation for me.
Pay the 25.
At least I walk away with something. All right, you have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it. Just because I'm helping you nail Dombrowski doesn't mean I'm turning my back on UC security. How else am I going to ensure that he ends up behind bars when all this comes crashing down? No. You can leave me out of your merry little band of pirates. Thank you very much.
Okay,
You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
Okay, let's see if it saved us when the last time it made a save was. Because I should have saved it before I talked to him. I didn't know that I was... let's see when the last time it saved was. 12:07. Okay, let's go back a minute. Sorry about this, people. Save it here, and load the autosave. Let's see where that was. Sorry, my apologies. I want to see what happens if I tell him I'm with UC Systef. So, what have I?
Our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency. Thank you.
Yeah, wow. If people saw how good these
I was
people
wondering
are,
if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here. You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So what? I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. And even if I suddenly decided to stay loyal to the old UC, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over evidence?
All passengers, may I have your attention, please?
Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard
It made no
fight.
difference. It made
If
no
I give you that
difference.
information and it falls into the wrong hands, I could end up in jail. At least I walk away with something. All right, you have yourself a deal. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it. You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
Dombrowski dies anyway.
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time.
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency.
Excellent, excellent. So, before we begin, let's review the facts. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud GALBank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor, Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me.
That's an amazing trick, Professor.
I pride myself on having an intensely thorough education, though I'd hardly call myself a professor. Though I'm sure that your compliment also meant you were having trouble understanding what I've been saying. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my GALBank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
You know, when my number gets called up, I hope I handle it like this guy. I'm impressed, really.
I'm surprised you figured that out.
Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question at all. The answer is quite obvious. The last thing I'd want to do at this point is call attention to myself. Obviously, that wouldn't be my preference, but I have little choice. Though Larry Dombrowski will be mysteriously vanishing after this cruise, and possession of the credentials becomes ludicrous at that point. Splendid. Oh, it appears we've reached an accord. And may I say, it was a pleasure conversing with an intellectual equal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction or a drill. Our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency.
Well, looks like everything worked out, just like we planned. I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado how much I pitched in to help. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
May I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency.
Of course. I understand completely. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Overreach. Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that Yevgeny Rokov always makes good on his deals. Always. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the Key.
Okay, what time is it? We got lots of time.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
We got them both. We can't because the ship is docked.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
What is this? I don't think so. Let's see. Have a look. Not even worth it.
Green, ready for what comes next.
I'll be surprised if this idiot doesn't hate me when by the time this is done. Let's see. We've had 2 dislikes and 3 likes.
And we're loose.
This should be interesting. GALBank. Oh, that idiot, I'm sure thought that he had outsmarted me. Because, guess what? I won't spoil it. Get in here, Sam. We haven't got all day.
I'm ready to make some waves. Sorry to see you go.
Hello, welcome to the GALBank archives. May I see your credentials, please? Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives.
You're acting a bit strange.
Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack, okay? I can't afford to lose it. I got a wife and kids to feed.
You're a
Everything
liar.
checks out. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. There we go. Have a wonderful day.
Here comes the fun.
Thanks, Sam, for the commentary. Lost ship registry, the legacy. Well, let's get the rest of them while we're at it. Transponder information. Well, I mentioned we can access this anytime, since we've accessed it once. So we can come back and look for them if we have to. That little turd set us up, eh? Oh, Dombrowski probably set us up. Let's see. Okay, we got the two thingies out of Crix, out of the key, and we got the globe. If you come here with a really big ship,
And we're docking and complete. Easy peasy.
Hey, Sam.
You wanna kick back? Avoid the last Nova. Fog's in a funk that'd kill any mood.
We're not doing. We don't need his recipe. We never use it.
Next time you see Bog, tell him to lighten up. Guy's got a real attitude problem.
There's the elevator. There's an elevator somewhere here. I don't feel like doing the stairs. There is an elevator. There's the elevator. There you go.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet. Yeah, that'd be a first.
All right, neighbor, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him another chance. All right, now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Crix's legacy. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the GALBank archives. Ah, so the GALBank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
Whoa. EM class is an absolute no-go. There ain't a ship alive that can handle that.
Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick, right?
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Creeks hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
The Rook's right. We tackle one problem at a time. Can we track it, Neva?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called the ComSpike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that ComSpike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the ComSpike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction. I promise. You gonna write that in your diary, little girl?
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Creeks' legacy, and I don't have time to deal with this kind of bullshit. Now, both of you, get the hell out of here and get to work.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me.
Holy shit. No, I won't say that. I won't say that. Gonna give her a good walk. How's that? Fair enough said. Why are we taking the stairs when we could have taken the elevator? You really do like to waste time, don't you? See, all this gets... Oh, shut up, Richard.
Rook?
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award? Or I'm not gonna be very disappointed. Well, look at that. You followed my directions, and now you're gonna end up with some credits in your pocket. Of course, it would have been more money if you hadn't blabbed about the damn thing to roll call, but that's on you. Anyway, here's your cash. Keep this up, and I might even start respecting you. All right, Fleet?
Not even
We've
enough,
all
not
got
enough
work
to cover
do.
the money.
So let's get to it.
Nah, that's much better. We're out of here.
Yeah?
They're going to come up with a solution I don't like. They're going to come up with a solution that I do not like.
I always thought heat leeches were just pests.
Okay.
Love the smell of getting back into the harness.
Dash normalizing. Undocking complete.
Ha! Woo! We're here, hot off the stellar slide.
How much time we got? Lots of time.
Air pressure, seals, ship integrity, all good. Docking is complete.
Waiting for you, Sam, is what I spend most of my time doing.
Hey.
You're too damn slow.
Early reports say your mission
What's your
on the
problem?
Siren was a success. I'm sure the commander is pleased.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume?
I was able to successfully steal the GALBank Credentials. News travels fast around here.
We told you we'd be keeping tabs on you. So, did you get information for us or not?
Yes, and I heard there were no casualties. Excellent work.
What do you mean there was no
Except
casualties?
for the ecliptic hit squad that you took down at the archives. We've taken care of that mess, by the way.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the GALBank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that sound familiar, Toft?
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world. It sounds like you admire that lunatic. I think his gospel's gone straight to your head. Maybe we made a mistake choosing you for this assignment.
That's enough, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the legacy's transponder signal. They have information about the ComSpike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
It's above your pay grade.
You shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the ComSpike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4. I don't see the point. The Crimson Fleet apparently has a pipeline of information flowing from somewhere within the UC military. Any attempt to move the ComSpike would be a waste of time. We need to play this close to the vest. Perfect. Just stick with the plan, and we'll see who gets to Krix's legacy first.
Not so fast, lady.
This mission is going to remember to turn in any evidence. Glad to hear it. Let's see what you got. Are you kidding me? Dombrowski was already making a six-figure salary, and yet he couldn't resist starting an embezzlement scheme. It makes me sick. It's gonna be an absolute pleasure to throw his butt in prison. Any other fragments?
That's all I have
Understood. Keep searching and you're bound to find more. We'll provide you with information, but any inventory or ship services, it's best you get from the fleet. It'll help you maintain your cover and also give you an idea of how the fleet's operation works. They're pirates in every sense of the word, but they've managed to get more organized under their current leadership. That makes them especially dangerous, but hopefully it makes them a little more predictable too. Two reasons. First, Commander Akande's playing this operation extremely close to the vest. That means keeping prisoners under his own roof until this is resolved. Second, this is an undercover mission. For our safety and yours, we need to keep these prisoners out of the spotlight. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
How do I get to the prisoners?
Nice work on the siren. You keep this up, and this operation might finally get the folks at MAST to shift resources. How?
Unfortunately, it does not.
Sir, if I may speak freely, is there a reason for the harsh reprimand? As far as I know, I just tracked a little mud into the brig.
Soldier, have you ever heard of trenchfoot?
Can't say that I have, sir.
Well, they say guards on Suvorov would sometimes trudge through cold, frost-wet trenches on their daily patrols. Prolonged wetness led to circulation and nerve damage, aka trenchfoot. Unable to perform, those guards were taken off duty, and security suffered. All because they didn't take the time to properly dry their feet. You see where I'm going with this, don't you?
I do. If I may, I would argue...
And by extension, the security.
I guess you think I have some sad story to tell? That I met some sick orphans on New Homestead and grew a conscience? Or maybe you're the cynical type, and you think I turned a new leaf because I wanted SysDef to go easy on me. The truth is a bit more complicated than that.
Then explain it to me.
Sure, I got time. You see, at my age, you know who you are. And I've always been a thief. I'd swipe a cred stick for my own mother if it had enough zeros on it. But even in a group of cred-hungry thieves, a man has to have a code. Rules. I do. You finish a job, it's supposed to be done. You get the rush and the relief. But in the fleet, doing the job isn't the hard part. In the fleet, you gotta worry about the guy sleeping next to you, and if he's gonna take a bigger piece of the pie. You gotta wake up the next morning and wonder why your slice is missing and the crumbs are stuck to his face. And put a bigger target on my back? As far as I'm concerned, the brig is the safest place I can be. The second you drag me into some private room, you're basically telling everyone here that I'm a rat. Yeah, I've had some work done. If you got the Crimson Fleet on your back, you would too. As for the name, that was actually the hard part. You can use 100 different aliases and the system will just add them to the list. Now you can pay a guy to delete the list, but nothing's ever really gone forever. Neva probably paid the same guy to hit rewind, and here we are. Well, for one, they don't have much in the way of loot, but they're still important to somebody. You can't just blow up one without it showing up on SSNN, or a UC captain getting a 10-inch stack of slates on his desk. But more importantly, do-gooders are predictable. The pirate code changes depending on who's reciting it. Honest folks, they have a habit of writing their rules down. Why did I join the Regana? Truth is, I just wanted a good night's sleep.
And since you're the only prisoner on board this ship. Hello. Back up. So of all the critters I've busted, there's only one in here. Let's get the hell out of Dodge.
I don't feel sorry for any lowlife that ends up in the brig. You reap what you sow.
I can't
Heard you
open
had
any
to
of the
board
doors.
the Siren of the Stars. I was on that once, for a tribute to my ancestor. I've never felt more out of place.
Why can't I open the door, any of the doors? Can't open the cargo bay.
The Vigilance is our flagship. Where it goes, fleet run.
Siren of the Stars, huh? Pretty fancy for a pirate.
Pretty fancy.
Home sweet home.
I wonder why they would consider me a pirate. I'm betting Cora's still on my ship. Sleep for 8 hours. That should do it. Put me back in the 15% range.
You are... Yeah, that
Oh, be
thing
quiet,
with the
Sam.
legs and the...
You're imagining. Do we have something we can put here? I want to see if it stays here. We can't get anything from the ship. We can only take stuff from inventory. Oh, we need to transfer that. We'd have to take it from ship's inventory. No, I don't think so. We're going to do anything. That's my old spacesuit. It's not going anywhere. We're going to test and see if test and see if do I have any spear weapons? Yes, I do. I have an advanced Grinnell modified. Let's try that. I don't really care. It's worth too much money. I'm not putting anything that's worth that much money there. We'll put the advanced there. We'll come back and check it and see. Putting stuff in there is not a good idea because it vanishes into Never Never Land. How much time have we got? We've got lots of time.
Ships separated. Engaging drive. Switching grab drive to normal propulsion.
Like a glove.
Time to tell Cora we're back.
You're full of what makes the grass grow green in Texas, Sam.
Bog's grog is fine if you like cheap moonshine. Give me an Erdebrow lager and I'm good.
That's what you get the recipe for. Bog's grog. He asks you to do something and then he gives you the recipe to his grog.
The fleet protects our own, but you turn against us, and you're dead.
Rook. All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jemison. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements. All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY-920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
In that case, I think I'll just wave hello.
I know how to deal here, and I've done it before.
Really? Well, that's news to me, Rook. But if you two have a working relationship, all the better. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
Any clue what the device looks like?
Unfortunately, I have no idea. Like Neva said, it's a prototype, so it could look like anything. Once you're inside SY-920 and you're behind their firewalls, you should pick through their computer system. With any luck, it'll point you the right way.
Oh, and one more thing. SY-920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it.
Understood.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Oh, okay. You'll make sure. More like, get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. We'll discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that comm spike in your cargo bay.
I'm afraid you'd be mistaken. The comm spike isn't a device.
Stay sharp, Rook.
Now, where is that piece of clothing that I'm going to need? I have to steal the uniform anyway, so what the heck.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Really? 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 Idiot.
Nothing like the smell of a dead shark after you cook them with an energy.
All that mouth and nothing to back it up.
Separation complete.
Sam, you're gonna have to wait this one out. Actually, you don't have to wait it out just yet. He's got to wait this one out. I should have released him. He's got to wait this one out because she won't give me a chance to go back to my ship. Now, I read somewhere that there's a way to actually get Sam to sit in that chair and pilot the ship. I have yet to be able to figure out how to do it. Why are we here? This is not where we're supposed to be. Hey, Sam?
Hey, if you need something, happy to lend a hand.
I'll keep
Catch
you
up
along
with
for
you
a while
later.
longer. What was wrong with just dropping me off at the spaceport? Well, we might as well buy some ammunition.
Okay. Hello.
The hunter. He doesn't talk.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
Yeah, I know.
I
He's always-
am not a stock.
Hope you're finding everything you need.
I know we're safe now, but I'm still...
Oh, please, take a look.
I think we used 2 the last time anyway. Is there anything here that I might want? No. Nothing here I would want. There's ammo. That's what I came here for. So there's no 4.3 MI. There's 7 points. I have nothing to sell though. I'm not spending that kind of money without something to sell. Do I have anything to sell? I got quite a bit. So we'll buy the ammo. Notice how much cheaper it is here. $4 and 2 and 2. That's okay, that's good enough.
Appreciate the business.
Sam? How much time have we got? We got enough time.
Gay's place is like a second home. Problem
I take it your neighbor's new recruit?
And you must be the smuggler.
Careful. The walls have ears. SY920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions.
Let's hear 'em.
Good. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option.
Well, at least you're upfront about it. I've worked with folks who'll say they got your back and leave you holding the bag.
Exactly. Telling you now will prepare you for what's to come. There's no safety net on this climb. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY-920, you can't come and go as you please. We'll talk more on the ship.
Gun is a silencer. So do we leave Sam behind, or do we take him?
The answer to the question, if your friend jumps off a cliff, would you? No. No, sir, I wouldn't.
Excuse me, what?
Hey, Barrett, get away from my machine. That completes that one. That's not bad. So it's updated as far as it can go. And you need to get off my machine again. You have nothing better to do, Barrett? Let's see about his key hauler.
Got my attention.
Magnetic rails. Compensator, muzzle brake.
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know. Do you need something?
I need you to shut up.
Quite handy with those tools.
Not changing that. The skin's locked, so you can't change it. Let's see about this optic. This one can't be improved any. Oh, come on. Why do you do that?
Yes?
this one? Stabilizing barrel. What are my options? Long barrel. Why the hell would anyone want to do aim down sight? It's accuracy you want, and the range goes up. Tactical grip. Magazine and battery. What goes down? Nothing goes down, everything goes up. Armor piercing. Oh, if you, the physical, whatever you do physically causes it to go down, but your amount of rounds you can fire goes up. .4 times 393.8 with a 72.9% accuracy. Let's go for it. So it dropped there. We can always change it back. Okay.
I'm listening.
So I've taken care of that, and I've taken care of that. Where's Sam? He's got to stay behind. I don't want him to stay behind. We can always leave him to wait. Where's her ship? How much time have we got? We don't really have enough time. We have 11 minutes.
Ready to take off, Captain.
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
I got news for you, lady.
Always looking for the next mark.
I got news for you. I'm going to stop the Crimson Fleet.
Excuse me?
Here's $1 million question, though. I'd like to keep
Yes?
all that money for myself when I get it. But that's not an option.
All right, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Of course, I don't expect it to be.
Even I can keep my mouth shut if the occasion warrants it. What? I'm serious.
Right. I don't anticipate them boarding the ship, but even if they do, they won't be looking at the crew. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it.
No. I'm ready.
All
Let's
right,
go.
then get comfortable. We leave for SY920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine grab drive. All systems go.
She's got one big mother of a ship.
We'll graph jump the SY920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship, the fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
I should be able to put Sam in the passenger, in the pilot seat and stand around like she does.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC7938, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're cleared to dock at docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked.
And this is why Sam shouldn't have come along. The moment I get shot at, he'll jump out and shoot everybody.
Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone.
Hope you've got
Very
that.
funny. But if you do get into trouble, try and use that quick wit to your advantage. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then.
Pardon.
I should leave Sam here. He's gonna get me into trouble.
Hello.
I bet Cora's already finished the pre-flight checklist. That's
Sam,
Monroe.
shut up.
with the Jade Swan. Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks.
Marker set.
Now, where did I put that darn thing?
This is Captain Huan Daiyu. And you found the intercom. That's a start. If I'm not mistaken, the maintenance door should be in front of you. If you can find a way to open it, it'll get you past the first checkpoint. I'm not worried. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Anyway, the door will let you access the vents. Go up the vents and to the barracks. You should find a uniform there. The uniform should get you through the checkpoint and to the elevators. We'll talk again once you get to the command bay.
Advanced, eh? Let's see. So we need something with 3. That one, oh yeah, we do have something with 3. They're too close together though. They're too close together. Two and 2 is 4, so that won't work either. Okay, that'll work. There is a stupid there it is, right there. That was quiet enough, don't you think?
Never let a carcass go to waste.
We have too much to pick from. You just increased in 27. This is not safe. Hey, Sam?
How's the patrol? Back holding up okay?
Ready to tackle whatever the Starfield throws. I was meaning to check in with Cora anyway. Make sure your ship's still in one piece.
There are too many people out there. Okay, Let's do this so I can see my invisibility status. Then do that.
No one's gonna believe me if I tell them you can do that.
Where is it? It's supposed to be right there. I have to go retrieve Sam.
We've been asked to tighten security on the station. Orders are orders.
Where is Sam?
It's a rare thing to know they're right here and now. Let's do it.
Ah, blast. I need something with 3. That's not going to fit. That's not going to fit. I got a 2 and a 1. Okay. Need something with 4. That's only 3. No, that's 4. Yeah, I didn't see that. Four and 1. We don't have another 1. So, oh, it's 4 and 2. There's something standing in my way. You see, the microphone readout is in the same position. Oh, I've got this guy's ID. I've got this guy's ID. I need to see what the name on the ID is. Sam, you're not making any sense. Shut up. I made it to the comm bay.
Good. And no alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on They'll provide some cover. Don't know what you're after, but I'm guessing there'll be another checkpoint. This far down, you might need a clearance code.
No, I don't. I don't think so. Let's see what happens.
We can always use the vents. On a station this big, there's lots of ways to sneak through.
I concur. I've never been one for remembering codes anyway. Just remember to step lightly and keep your heartbeat slow. Going dark for now. We'll talk again once you've located your target.
You're headed down to the engineering bay.
Okay.
They say, Marine, if you're 15 minutes early, you're still 10 minutes late.
There's a way to. First, I need to have a look at his ID. What's the name of the ID that he's got? Chief Engineer Sandin's ID. So I need a code, and the code's in this room right here, if I'm not mistaken. Code clearance. So you could sneak through the I need something with 2 and 1, so there you go. Nope. X. So you won't help. Not there, you won't. 2 and 1. And 2 and 1. Good. And Q to Z. His last name Sandin. ZX321D.
Everything going good?
Yep.
If you aren't assigned to this level, Ensign, you need to leave.
You lost, Ensign?
Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. Sorry, Ensign, code doesn't match.
What the hell is his name? Chief Engineer Sandin's ID. I looked at the wrong thing. It's Ensign I wanted. No wonder I got it wrong. Ah, what an idiot I am. I'm probably looking in the wrong place. Nope. I need his last name. Ah, Akasaka's uniform. So it's A. What an idiot. It's right on the uniform. AK-127C.
Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it.
AK-127C.
You're clear, Ensign Akasaka. I assume the two of you are together?
Yeah, we're part of the same unit.
Then you're both clear.
Now we need to locate the professor.
Commander Natara, test flights for the latest prototypes are ready to go.
Acknowledged, Lieutenant. Inform them they are clear to go.
Have I done everything I'm supposed to do here?
More personnel. It seems there was an accident.
It's always something with that doctor.
Not to change the subject, but are we concerned about potential leaks?
No. Until you can provide more substantial proof, we'll simply monitor the situation at the cargo bay. For now, I'd recommend you don't.
I bet Cora's already finished the pre-flight checklist. That's my girl.
Daiyu here. Cargo's almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly. You are, and I've delivered you just as Delgado asked. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can steal. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that. You've made it this far without engaging in combat. I trust you'll have no issues moving further. It was an honor to work with a true professional. Good luck. If you make it out alive, next time you're at the Nova, I'll buy you a drink.
Hey.
Intercepting transponder data in the Alpha system might be promising. Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign? The sign outside that says no visitors. Wait, did they not put that up? I requested it ages ago, but not surprising. Ever since Commander Natara took over, the priorities have changed. Oh yes, I've been studying decryption of all types for quite a long time. Probably since before you took your first grav jump. Signal protocol, quantum ratchet symmetry, interleaving data extrapolation. You name it, I've lectured on it. I've probably forgotten half of it, but I definitely knew it once.
I'm with the security team. I need you to hand over the comm spike.
The comm spike? But I can't just hand it to you. It's a module for a ship. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology. Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure.
Sounds like it's not entirely ready. I'd be a good pilot, and I love adventure.
Yes, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters. Particularly when the destination is death. But don't worry. We've corrected the problem with the ship's life support systems, and statistical models show a failure rate of less than 2%. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to Mast.
I could betray her, right? She would not. She would understand it. I should have saved this before I talked to him. Ah, blast. I know that will work. There's no time. The captain of XIII is trying to steal his comm spike. I need to secure the prototype ship immediately. Should be pissed at me. We can try to persuade him.
Splendid. That was fast. I thought I put in the request this morning. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious. Ah, yes. By the transitive property, you would be what I need. And we are desperate for personnel. All right, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Nataro's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
Okay, what are my choices here? Optional. Find a route. Okay, now we're going to save, because I want to be able to come back here if I screw up. Okay. So why do I have 2 pointers?
I've heard the team
Yes, what?
more test pilots.
Yes, if you have experience flying, you should talk to Dr. Volk.
I don't know. I've flown a Discovery class, but I'm not familiar with the newer tech.
Newer ships are generally easy to fly. I venture you wouldn't have too many difficulties.
What's this one? Optional, find a pilot uniform. I should have saved it again, just for the hell of it. Oh, no, 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 we're not doing that. See, that's why this thing doesn't make any sense sometimes. The door, we have the uniform and the password, so now we just need to get to the door.
Pilot? I should stop letting my career define my self-worth. The project might not even exist tomorrow.
Okay, this one's gonna take a little longer than I was planning. We're 15 minutes longer than we should be. Shouldn't need a key.
Reporting for duty, pilot? Access granted. Be sure to head to the control center and schedule the flight. And good luck.
Is it me or is the station's busy?
How do we get up there?
With the change in leadership, security's been beefed up. Even the checkpoints have checkpoints. I've heard the technology in the station would make the FC surrender.
This is fun. It's a whole lot of fun.
Where I belong.
And we didn't have to betray her. That's okay. Last time I did this, I had to betray her. Then I was also being shot at.
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
Recording test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight plan and let us know if you have any issues.
Why won't it let me select it? That's why. I don't get to keep this ship, which is kind of sad.
No matter how many times we jump, it never gets old.
Okay, this would be a
Nice clean dock, Captain.
good place to end this one. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Preferably like and subscribe at least. And thank you again for watching. See ya next time.